Are you looking to create visually stunning emails? Well, look no further. Today, I will show you how to do it in Canva. Hey there, welcome back. My name is Amanda Long, and I'm excited to have you here today. If you're all about using online marketing to find business success, you are in the right place. Today, I'm going to share some tips in Canva to create visually appealing emails. I want to say, many service-based businesses are using text-only emails, and that is okay. So a lot of companies that don't have visuals in their email, they just resort to text only because they want to circumvent that landing in the junk and spam folders. And they might see a difference when they're creating a lot of emails like this. This video is not about that. I will address that in a future video. This video is more for those of us who are product-based businesses, or you're selling something and that you want to send really visually appealing emails. And I will tell you, even my customers, my clients who are not in the products business, they do still like those visually appealing emails. So I like to make them happy. And if you're already sending emails and they're visual, you're probably already building some credibility in the email world, so you don't have to worry too much about landing in those junk and spam. So let's dive in. So first, I really want to talk about visual hierarchy. I know this is a little boring, but when you use visual hierarchy in your design, it's directing your readers to what you want them to see first. So you're creating your design based on your content, not based on just something you threw together. So if you want your call to action or your product to be the most important thing, we want that to stand out. We want that picture of your product to stand out with simplicity around it, whether that's a bunch of white space and very minimal text with a large button that's colored to grab attention. That's what we want to do. So just create your visuals based on what you want your customers to see. So you can make multiple designs in Canva to use your email, and this can be just images you pop into your email, or you can actually make your entire email an image that you pop into your email service provider like MailChimp, Constant Contact, or ActiveCampaign. I'm going to show you both, but image heavy emails are definitely more prone to junk and spam and promotional tabs, but people are definitely used to going over and checking the promotions tab. And once you start getting credibility and you're sending consistent emails, people are opening them, you're not getting spam complaints, you're gonna start moving over into, out of the junk and spam. You'll be in those boxes even less. And when you tell people to sign up, if you tell them, hey, add our email to your contacts list, that'll help as well. So let's hop over into Canva real quick, because I'm going to show you a couple designs that I really like, but I wanted to start with choosing the right dimensions. So this is something that's real simple. Industry standard is 600 pixels wide. So just make sure your width of your image is 600 pixels wide. Your length, anything goes, because email can be really long. So don't worry about that too much. And most of these platforms, providers for email, MailChimp, Constant Contact, they all have responsive design. So responsive means that it should look relatively the same on a mobile device versus your desktop. So if your email users are mainly looking at their mobile device, you should definitely be designing for mobile first, but it will work for both platform or both devices. And cool tip, most of the analytic data on the back end of your email provider system, it'll tell you if more people are looking at your email on a mobile device or on a desktop. So that's a cool little trick. So design, let's talk about design. That's why I've got this up right here. So I am just going to show you, these are some email templates. I literally just went to the templates, searched for templates that I liked. I picked a few, and these are really cool. Like, they're simple, they look like an email you probably have in your inbox, and all you have to do is swap out pictures, change this copy here. Maybe your email's not even this long, maybe you just have 2 boxes. That's fine too. You can change that, move things around and make it look the way you want. Here's another cool one. I kind of liked this. So if you have like blog posts that you're sharing, you can share 3 different blog posts here, and those could actually be, the title of it. And when you put your email into your email marketing system, you will add a link to this image over to your blog. This was probably my favorite one just because it's so clean, and I love this little, palm. I was gonna say fern, but I think that's a palm. It's a palm leaf, but it was just simple and it added little pops of interest here. It's showcasing these images, and you can talk a little bit more about, your products. Like, this is maybe your clothing store and these are your products. So one thing here, if you want this to be a link and this to be a different link, you're gonna have to break these down and you're gonna have to make them into sections. But what you can do is you can copy each of these. You can resize this image to make it shorter. So I don't know why that says, oh, we're on centimeters, that's crazy. So this really should be 600 here. And then your height, you might wanna shorten it. You might wanna make it half of this. So, let's just say 650. I'm just going to resize because I don't want to make a new design, but if you wanted to make a new design, you could. And then you just have to, and I'm not going to go through all of this, but then you would just have to move things around, resize everything so that it fits within this size. But that way you can make these 2 sections, I probably more like this. You would adjust it based on what design you need. And if these 2 sections needed to be their own link, just copy the page. I'd go in and, make it your own. So you can probably see what I'm saying is just resize for this section, make it look prettier, and then download them each as their own individual image. And this, you might actually want to make it a little shorter. I don't know why it's defaulting to centimeters. That's the craziest thing. So I would just say you want to edit it to make it fit. Any image that you want to be a link in your email different from another link, make sure it's its own image so you can attach a link to that image. Then this is a really good example of a banner. So a lot of my clients that don't have a lot of visuals, I'll probably do a pretty banner, or if they have an event, like this would be a great banner for me to talk about the event and then say, maybe I might add a button. That was weird. Button, resize it, put it here, and then you can make a button by just choosing some, like a rectangle. Like if you hit R, it creates a rectangle, and you can make that. Add some text, and you can click register here. And so now you've got an image with a call to action. And so when you download this and you put it into your email marketing system, this whole image will just be the link, but it'll look like a button so people will know to click here. And it's a good call to action to have at the top of your design. So when we talk about design, we want to think like, what's your goal? Do you want the call to action to be the top thing that they see? So when we're looking at this design here, the register button, that's the action that they're going to see. Or do we want to lead them down a certain path of viewing our different products? If our products are the goal, then you might want to have an email that looks more like this, showcasing your products. This might be showcasing your blog. And this just might be showcasing different, like if you're a service-based business and say you have 3 different services you want to, you're not products, you're services, and you want to promote those 3. Each of these sections can be their own service. So I think that's what you got to look at when you're thinking of your design. Like, what's your goal for the email? And make your design align with what you want people to do. And just make sure that, the focal point is whatever that call to action is. Make it clear and minimize the rest of the email around it. You can use white space and you can use simple colors. So this design here I really like because it feels really simple. It has these little tiny effects that, maybe they don't add value, but it looks nice. And it just all together, when you look at this design, the way it originally was, it just looks nice and clean. It's visually appealing to me, which matters. But now I know, here's the hierarchy. The fashion is going to be the thing people see first, and then they're going to scroll down. They're going to look, or they're going to scan down with their eyes. And these headlines are going to be the next thing, and then the photos. So when you are thinking about what you want people to focus on, put your most important product here at the top, say what it is here. You know, this title should be related to whatever. If you have a summer sale, maybe this says summer sale instead of the fashion. Like, you just want to call the main bullet points to their attention in this like skimmable piece, and then you can give more detail for the people who like to read more detail in these sections here. I think that's a pretty good overview. I know there's a lot to think of when you are creating email, but just be aware what your goal is. And that's the same for any time you design anything, whether you're on social or in an email. You always just want to make sure you know what the goal is. So when you're explaining that to your customers, they know exactly what you want them to do. So keep your eye on design, make it easy on the eyes, and just think about what you want them to do, the platforms that, you know, your email subscribers or readers, whatever you want to call them, look for which ones they use most and design your email based on that, you know, device, your phone, the laptop, whatever it might be. I would prioritize design for that platform. And if you don't know, just start by making sure they all look really good and then see how it goes. So if you have any questions from today's content, let me know in the comments below. I hope you took a couple pieces of nuggets and subscribe to our channel so you can be notified of all the new weekly emails or weekly videos as they come out. Thanks. Have a great day.